This episode of FilmRiot is brought to you by GameFly.
Today on FilmRiot, we answer more of your questions and get to the results of our very first ever Monday challenge. Ooh, Welcome to FilmRiot Mondays, aka Mail Sack Mondays, aka Monday Challenge, aka Ryan Uncensored, Unmasked, After Midnight. Undressed. Hey Ryan, I've been trying to figure out how to light a shot that's supposed to be taking place in the pitch dark room. Any advice on how to do so without making it look like there's a light being shown on the actors? I mean, there's always gonna look like there's a light being shown on the actors, that's why you can see, but usually to do these sort of night shots, I actually light it a lot brighter than it's going to be, and then the color correction will make it look darker. I usually only use one light. Once you use more than one light, it starts to look lit, but I'll use one light, make it very dim and very soft. You don't want a harsh light, because it's going to spread a lot of shadows and definitely look like a direct light on your actor. Make it as soft as possible, diffuse the crap out of it, make it very, very dim, and you should be okay. And desaturate the crap out of it. If it's dark, you shouldn't be seeing tons of color. Once you see tons of color, it totally kills the effect. So lots of desaturation, and if you want to go psychological about it, turn it blue, even though that's not factual. People see that as nighttime. Ryan, I'm a huge fan. How can I find time to make films when I have to work full time to support my family? When is the time to just quit your job and pursue film full time? I'm the type of guy that doesn't like too much of a risk, especially when I have a family. I did all my risks before I got married. Now that I'm married, risks are a little harder because I have somebody I need to take care of. So I'm a little reluctant to give just get out there and swim advice to somebody who is supporting a family. For me, I took a lot of calculated risks. I didn't do anything where it was like, wow, I may fail miserably. I mean, there's always that chance, but I kept my full-time job till FilmRiot was doing really well and paying most of my bills, and then the client work could pick up the rest. And I worked a full-time job, was doing client work and FilmRiot all at the same time. I just pretty much sleep less. I mean, now that's my motto. Sleep less, work more. Find time for my wife by, hey, I'll just do 3 hours less sleep tonight and I'll hang out with my wife. It's just kind of what you have to do. You make time for it. Don't go see that movie. Don't watch that TV show. Don't play that video game. Make films instead. People can really always find the time. We just find excuses not to because we'd rather do something recreational than pursue our passion. At least that's what I found in myself and had to whip into shape. What is this new show you speak of? I knew this question was gonna come up. My production company has actually been expanding for about 2 years in different avenues. We wanted to produce a new show, but we got a million film shows. And this one has nothing to do with film. It's a comic book show. And I know there's a bunch of comic book shows out there and people are gonna be like, another comic book show? But I've recently really got into comic books and I'm starting to love them a lot, especially with graphic novels and things like that. And all the comic book shows that are out now, although they're really freaking great, they're usually geared towards the super comic book fan, and that's not me. So I wanted to create a show that was really for both worlds. The super comic book fans would love it, but it's also for somebody like me who doesn't have that high of attention span for it, but really wants something like that. So it's our sort of way of doing things, fast-paced, ADD. Eris, who was in the sketch with Emily Bieber Fever, is actually the host, and he's a fantastic host and a freaking genius when it comes to comic books. You can't stump the guy. I think it's gonna be a really great show, and it actually comes out on 2 days from when this airs, which will be May 2nd. So definitely check it out at this link, and we actually have a promo for you to check out. So roll that promo, Johnny!
Welcome to Variant, where we love comics more than our very own mothers. It's the Marvel Comics swimsuit special, which I believe went on from 1991 to 1995. And apparently Converse read my mind because I recently came across the Converse X DC comic themed shoes. And Wolverine's retractable claws would not have been built into his body, they would have been part of his gloves. Next we got Walking Dead issue 92, which has been freaking fantastic and keeps on being freaking fantastic. And I'll see you next week when we talk about Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Avengers.
GameFly is the largest online video game rental service and offers you a choice from over 7,000 new and classic titles across all consoles and handhelds. With plans starting at $15.95 a month, GameFly members can rent 1 to 4 games at a time and keep them for as long as they like. There are no late fees and no due dates, and shipping is always, free. So once you're done playing a game, you can send it back to GameFly and they will send you the next available game on your list. If you really like the game and you're like, I want to keep this thing for freaking ever, simply click keep it on the GameFly website and the game is yours at a discounted price. GameFly will even mail you the case and manuals free of charge. They will not charge you, my friend. FilmRiot fans get a 15-day free trial by going to gamefly.com/FilmRiot. So jump over, gamefly.com/FilmRiot and get your game on. Booyah. I'm gonna say success on the first ever Monday challenge. We were going through all of you guys' videos and we were shocked on how many we got and how many really great ones we got. I was really just pleased with the level of talent a lot of you guys show. And the one thing that I thought was amazing and what I was hoping for was the community that this is building. We were going through and noticing that a lot of you guys are watching each other's videos, since all you have to do is search on YouTube, Monday Challenge, and then the name of the challenge, and all those videos just show up. So a lot of you guys are going through and commenting, critiquing each other's, and it's exactly what we want. You guys going through each other's videos and helping each other out by telling each other what you could do better and vice versa. And this community just grow and everybody help each other become better filmmakers because of it. That's what we were really hoping for, and I'm really excited that that is what's happening. A few things that we need to let you guys know for the next one to make sure not to do is: one, do not add any music to the video. From now on, if there's music in the video, we have to disqualify it legally. That is one easy way for us to get in a lot of trouble, since we cannot verify if this is music you own or not. That would be way too difficult. So just leave it out altogether, because if it's copyrighted music, we could get into trouble. We're gonna ignore it this time and just go for it. But in the future, no music. The other thing is, only send it to one place. Once you have your video and you put it on YouTube, which all of you did the title perfectly, just like that, good. Make sure you only send it to Bruno's Twitter or his Facebook, and only send it once. We're getting all of them. None of them are slipping through the cracks, but make sure you're not sending it to Twitter and Facebook. Pick one, send it once, and only once, please. And thank you. But without further ado, I want to get to the results. Of course, we can't show them all. I wish we could, but we picked some of the best ones for you guys to check out. And again, thank you guys for jumping on board. I'm really excited to where this thing is going to take us, but check it out.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Just make you famous.
God bless you.
That's a good look for you.
Tell Preston not to wait up.
That was my donut.
No.
Swedish fish? Oh, thank you.
Oh, Swedish fish.
Damn, girl, how tight them jeans let me get in?
Take a picture. It'll last longer, motherfucker.
See, I warned you not to get shirty, Barry.
James, I got one.
What is it?
You've just been... What was it?
I guess it's time I started thinking ahead. You will never end the chaos in the world. Got a little something. Never mind.
Oh, the headshot. Cut because you're worth it.
So there you go. I am super excited and really impressed with a lot of the quality you guys were able to achieve. And you guys shoved the noses of the naysayers into a haha, yes we can-ness. There was a lot of people online that were very negative about this, saying there's no way you could pull this off in just a couple of days. We need 2 weeks. And this is just effects. It's not a 5-minute short film. I mean, we do that on a weekly basis. I did that when I had a full-time job, and that's really what the real world is like. A lot of times you're given crazy deadlines and you just gotta deliver. You can't complain about it, you just gotta deliver. And doing it this fast is something that's gonna keep everybody constantly doing something new and everybody learning really fast. I mean, that's, you know, how I've learned basically. School of Hard Knocks, Film Hard Knocks, if you will. So what's this week's challenge? This week's challenge is a push-pull. Now, what is a push-pull? If you wanna know, go to this episode. Not only does it explain it, but it shows you how to do it. All of you who know what a push-pull is like, I don't have a stabilization system for it, like a dolly or a slider or a glide cam. You don't actually need one. You can do it handheld. Obviously, it's better if you can stabilize it somehow, but you could even use warp stabilizer and that would work just as well. But if you want a stabilizer, you could build a DIY one. We have a freaking gamut of any kind of thing you could ever want within DIY episodes that we've had in the past. Only takes a couple hours to do any of our designs. And then bazammy, there you go. So this episode is going to be titled, or this challenge is going to be titled Monday Challenge, push-pull. Now, I'd say we could do like 20 seconds on this one, I'm thinking. I think you could go all the way to 30 seconds. If you pass 30 seconds, the video is definitely disqualified. That's way too long. But 20 seconds is a really good time frame. We'll give you guys a little more leeway because some of you needed more than 10 seconds. We should have done a little more than 10 seconds last time. All right, fine. Hindsight is 2020. But anyway, have a little 20-second bit. It's got to be something shocking. Your character sees something shocking or something shocking happens to them. Bam, push-pull happens. And I think they should say, once a push-pull happens, the character should drop a, what? Yeah.
Agreed.
Yes. So something shocking happens, push-pull, what? And those are all the things that need to be within this video. Deliver, find yourself on the show on the very next. So that's it for this week's episode, but before we go, as I'm going to try to do every week, my suggestion for a short film, and this week the suggestion is Interpretation, which is a short film from 2008. It's about 7 minutes long. It's an action film, and it is really freaking well done. It's directed by a stuntman who works in Hollywood. He's done movies like Inception and Star Trek, so he's definitely within that system, so I'm sure he's got a lot of pull. And the short shows it. The production quality is fantastic. Cinematography is great. The choreography for the fighting is wonderful, and it shows that, you know, setting up the character before the action hits is paramount, because once it hits, you're so much more invested. So it's a great, great example of that. So check it out right here. And now go get to work on the next Monday challenge and make sure you have it into us Friday at noon. Central Standard Time. Noon Central Standard Time this Friday, so it could be included in next Monday's episode. So get to work, and I'll see you guys next time.